Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Hopefully you're on the video page. No? Okay, good. We can start. Okay, we'll go through the opening really fast. It's kind of interesting. So the opponent ended up going into like this millennium kind of shape, but typically this excuse me, this silver is here, so this castle isn't very strong. It's going to cause problems later on. Okay, and then we have this this exchange on the second file. Well, it's the 8th file since it's we're looking at it from Black's point of view. Okay, now because this silver is here, we can just pin the bishop this way. It's fine. And then now we see that you played this move, so sort of the normal move is to move the bishop just here. And then after that, you have follow-ups of dropping the pawn here or moving the knight up here. And you stand pretty well. You see this bishop is very well placed for attack and defense. I can hardly find a better place for it within Black's own camp. So what usually happens is you'll pull the bishop back either here or here. And then he threatens to push here, so what you'll do is drop the pawn here to cut this off. And then next you threaten to move the knight up here and just capture this pawn. So you actually stand pretty well. Probably what he's going to do is try to attack this bishop by doing this, which makes some sense. And then what you could do is move this up here, like this. And I don't know if you need to take this immediately. Actually, maybe you do. It's probably going to do something like that. Threaten to promote next. So we can do that. You're a knight down, but you used a knight in hand. This isn't completely clear, but because of the pressure along this file, so there might be something better. It might see. take that and you threaten this. Of course, you have to look out for this knight fork. So you probably prep it by dropping a pawn here. Let's see. If he does something like this, you want to look for a move where you're not going to retreat the silver. So this move looks kind of logical. Because if it takes, then you get a token, which is huge. What else? If he pulls the silver back, you just grab here and then you threaten this. So it looks like you're doing really well. His position is extremely passive, so he has black for choice. Instead of dropping a pawn here, another idea is to just move the knight up. And if here, then you just drop the pawn like this. I guess you can try and distract you, because looking at this, whoops, looking at that. But the problem is you can just take it since this is closed off. If it takes, you just take this way, threatening this. Yes, you could drop here, hoping for this exchange, but you can just avoid it by doing this. So again, black stands much better. So those are typical tactics down the file. This move right here looks, yeah, it doesn't look like it should work. Okay. But even here, you stand better. Okay, threatening this pawn promotion. Probably he should try something like that. Maybe here. Although after this promotion, wait. This silver isn't well placed. You have ideas like this. Even simply promoting looks good. Okay, but here. This looks kind of problematic. Do you know why? No? Okay. We're looking at this position. Whose rook is more active, yours or his? Right. So by exchanging the rooks off like this, in some ways you're kind of helping him. You're allowing him to sabaki his rook. So a better move would be to retreat the rook and then threaten this next. You not only threaten that, but you also threaten here. So he's in some serious trouble. And you give him no counterplay at all. That's the huge thing about not exchanging rooks. Let's see, if he does something like this, one idea you could do is this. That's one. And then you can get your rook into play. Another is just simply promoting the bishop. And then it's like, what's he going to do about this silver? All his pieces, you see, these are being attacked. So he's in some serious trouble. What you actually did in the game, probably, I imagine it's still good for your side, but there's some counterplay on his side, which you could have been completely avoided by simply retreating the rook. Okay. You notice this knight is going away from the center, so it's kind of out of play. Plus, these two pieces are loose, so even this looks pretty good for you. Okay. Yep, threatening this next. You took the knight, but you notice this piece is kind of out of play. So you don't want to grab his out of play pieces. So what you could try is this move, threatening to promote here next, or another is something like this. If he drops a pawn, you simply take this, and you can I think you can just bust through. His castle is really weak, and this looks kind of hard to defend. Let's see. This. Yeah, just build up. I think you're fine here. If he defends one more time, this is just extremely passive. Although he does threaten here. Let's see. Okay, promote here. If he takes with the bishop, you can get two pieces for the horse, like this. That should be good for you. Here you can do the same thing with this. Another thing you can do is do it that way. This looks pretty good for you. The only kind of misgiving I have about your position is the silver here. If the bishops and if the major pieces hadn't been exchanged, this piece would be very well placed. As it is, it's not helping for defensive tasks. That's the only thing. Kind of an abstract reasoning, but you know, I think you're doing fine here. I guess you could do this and threaten to drop the bishop here next. Yeah. might be able to just win in a straight semi. I don't know. That's the only thing. And then you drop with the bishop. Because you want the gold for this threat in case, to prevent him from taking the silver. So the only thing he can do is defend like this. Then you... So one thing you can do is just trap the rook like this. That should be good for you. Yeah, so his play kind of ended up backfiring. Okay. But even this probably isn't that bad. His position is just very passive. Yeah, this is kind of a waste of time. So good for you. There's this knight drop. Okay. You took like this. What about this? This instead. The reason why I want to take with the knight is because now he's going to have to spend the move grabbing the bishop or the horse like that. So if he does take it, he's losing some time. What I'm looking at is this. So threaten to take this with check. So here, his castle looks extremely brittle. Do you see one of the weak points of it? What do you think is the weakest point of his castle? There's actually more than one, but there's one that kind of stands out. Actually, there's... Oh, this is actually just... Maybe it won't even matter. I mean, this thing's about to fall apart. One of the weak points is just simply this way. But he pulls it back. That's the only thing. Yeah. This might work. It isn't the prettiest thing. On the other hand, he's going to get a golden hand and drop here, although it's not going to do that much, I don't think. But I guess the thing visually about this is if possible, you don't want him to be able to attack like that. So the weak point I was looking at is this along the edge. Extremely, extremely weak. So one move that kind of just jumps out at me is this edge pawn push. And if he doesn't take, you can grab here and kind of pressure his king even more. So let's see what happens if he takes. One thing you could do is something like this. Okay. This looks kind of interesting. You might counter with a move like this, after which you should capture it. Either, what's the best way to capture this? How about we just do it with the silver, since that way he won't get as many checks immediately. If nothing else, there's like this. But then here, what you'd want to do is look at forcing moves. Like this. I don't think there's enough in hand for this to work, but you want to calculate this kind of stuff anyway, since it's forcing. Yeah. Probably this. This is a defensive tesuji. At the very least, there's probably going to be a USA. Something like this. Here. See, he's going to get a bunch of checks like this. So you actually have to be kind of careful. Check up. Check. I guess you could do this here. I guess you could take this. Check. Okay, he's going to get mated in this very well. He's almost mated, not quite. If you can figure out if there's no mate against your king, then this variation will win. If not, we have to look for something safer. Otherwise, if there's no mate, then a move like simply taking here is just a win. But it looks very, very dangerous. For instance, like here. Takes, and then you promote the rook here. Must interpose. And then he, well, actually, probably should use a lance, but that's not going to really matter here. And then there's going to be this knight drop mate. So this whole thing was no good. You have to find some ways so that you don't exchange so many pieces. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, there. Check. Yeah, okay. Let's go back. There's no need to be this risky. Simply if this works, it works. This is a threat mate. So if there's no threat mates against your king, you end up winning. Or if there's no tsume against your king, you're winning. This, you'll do this. There's no reason to take the silver with the lance. Check. You can... Actually, this does look kind of dangerous because of this. However, you can always run this way. Then there's this check. And there's this other check. I think you're going to get mated. Oh wait. Yeah, you're going to get mated. See, like that. So this, that's a mate. So after here, yeah. Okay, I guess that's going to be mate. Yeah, I guess your king isn't safe enough. Probably here. See? Yeah, this is hopeless. Okay. All right. Another thing we could look at aside from taking here is doing this. But okay. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Okay. Go back. Yeah. Have to be a lot more careful, I guess. Oh. Let's see. Well, what about this? If nothing else, this is threatened. If this work now. Yeah, this looks too similar to the other one. Okay. So this, and if it takes, there's this silver drop here. this looks like it makes more sense. You notice this silver and bishop are in bad shape. He has no gold in hand to defend with. This is a threat. Here you can simply, this time you can simply take, since there's no follow-up. So, how do I tell it's bad shape? You notice there are holes here and here. That's what's causing it to be bad shape. I mean, that's a large reason why it's bad shape. You see, if let's see, in a usual left Mino, there's a silver here and a gold where the silver is, and because of that, there's some protection to this 3-1 square. So that would be good shape. This doesn't protect the 3-1 square, so it's a lot worse. Okay. This isn't possible because of this draw. I think you're going to win this pretty handily, and he doesn't have counterplay. So when you're winning by a really large margin, what you want to do is avoid the risky variations and go for something clear like this. What you notice it took some figuring out to do. First, what I did was calculate the forced variations, and when I saw that didn't work, then we move on to something that's not as fast, but a lot safer and a lot clearer. So that's how you play in an advantageous situation. So clarity helps the guy with the advantage, and likewise, a complicated position will tend to help the defender. Yes, this thing always requires calculation. If there's a way to forcibly win the game and not have to play anything slow, you just do that. So, see, he's taking this one in one move. By doing this, he ends up losing a move. Okay, because you can do that. If here, aside from this, there's let's see. One idea is this. Another is this looks kind of slow. This is very tempting. Maybe here. Just the edge again. Probably here or this. Let's attacks this way and this way. Yeah, this silver is not well placed now. Yeah, this actually looks a little bit dangerous. But if you play carefully, I can't imagine this thing being worse for you. One idea is this. Yeah. Well, it would be preferable if this 5-6 silver were somewhere else, but then that would have meant that you don't earlier in the game you don't exchange all your major pieces, and then it's well placed. Yeah, this idea looks okay. Preventing the bishop drop on 3-9, and then kind of asking white what he's going to do, because the threat is simply taking here. If he grabs this, then we can play this move. Looks kind of severe. I think it's severe. He doesn't have enough in hand. Well, what about here? Takes something like this. It's certainly better for you. Yeah, this looks like a common type of attack against weak edges. Notice that again that 3-1 square isn't defended, so his shape is really brittle. Yeah, this would be mate because of the silver drop here. So yeah, the weakness of the edge is pretty blatant. Okay, let's go back to the regular game. You notice this thing is coming in one move slow. It is a threat, but it's one move slower. Okay, good move. Okay, it looks kind of natural. Let's see, is there anything else? I'm still looking at this edge push. But, oh. Let's see. This looks, if you drop a silver here, it looks like it's just an exchange of pieces. And you end up losing initiative. So that doesn't look good. So you want to find something else that's quicker. So yeah, the move that you played in the game looks kind of reasonable. Another thing that looks really logical is just the push here. At some point, he's gonna be able to get some kind of counter attack against your king, though. So you have to be kind of careful. Because if the king ends up running to the square, there's threats against this knight, this Samesuji. Let's just see. You see, this time he's in better shape. He's in much better shape. So this isn't going to work as cleanly as the other example. Okay. Yeah, you know, this looks like the logical follow-up. Threatening this. If this takes, then we have here with a similar kind of attack to before. The threat is this, forcing mate. So if bishop drops, you simply grab the gold. Bishop is pinned. And you threaten here next. So that doesn't do anything. Another thing you could, this is, he takes this way, so you have to be a little careful. How to follow up. I have a feeling that just a few more strikes and you should be falling apart, but I don't know. You have nothing in hand, so it's a little frustrating. Yeah, that 1/1 bishop looks like a strange defense, but it could very well work. Yeah, it doesn't look as clear as a few minutes ago. Yeah, it might be Semikire. Huh. Okay. So if that doesn't bring immediate gains, we have to look at this move next. Okay, good. He threatens to take here and bust through this way. Okay. Huh. I think the usual move would be to do this. Taking with the silver. Okay. Good. Yeah, you notice that the game is going on kind of longer than it was before. You can tell something kind of went wrong. I don't know, this move looks a little bit more positive. Hard to say for sure. Yeah, this is still okay. What else does he have? This is also a possibility. I mean, it looks stronger than what happened in the game. I mean, excuse me, in that other variation. Okay, but drop the pawn here. You know, this pawn is blocking your dragon. So it's actually better not to take this knight. Yeah. What to do? I don't know. What here? Just play kind of calmly. Threaten this next. If you drop a gold here, I don't know, something like this. I almost have a feeling that the tables are turning. Yeah. I really don't like your position. Okay, so everything's working well. This move looks kind of slow. Is there someone better? One move I'd be looking at is this. then you not only threaten this knight drop, but you also threaten this pawn drop here. That's one of the dangers of doing a fight in front of your king like this. I suppose you could do something like here. Yeah. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Yeah. Takes. Check. Yes, something like this could happen. Maybe even here. I think his position's pretty solid. He could probably run up that way. I think your king is still okay. Actually, he might do something like that. So we have to ask if this move was a threat move. Let's figure this thing out. Here. So cannot take the promoted knight. Let's go up. Then you have this. So same thing. Here. Yeah, might just escape. Yeah, I think your king escapes this one. I have a feeling this knight drop was a threat mate, but I have to check it again. Maybe not. Oh, check. Yeah, Uh, let's. If we pass a move, we can see just for fun. Let's allow white to make one more productive move. Then we can. Huh. Trying to find something that you can do. I'm getting kind of stuck. Oh, okay, this. Okay, well, let's just say he does something like this. I believe this is Tsumero. Let's just pass a move just to see. Huh. I don't know. Is it? Okay, there's that. Here, there's this. So here we have this. Okay, so yeah, it is Tsumero. Well, finally, if this. Oh, excuse me. Can take here first. Like this. See? Okay, good. Yeah. So yeah, this is a threat mate. So we can see if black is going to make on this move. Oh. One of the ways, one of the main ways to start checks is here. I can see there's going to be a string of checks after this move, so if nothing else, we have to look at this first. Okay, let's look at what happens if he takes it. Okay. And we do this check. Yeah, this should be easy. If here, we just promote here. Okay. Can do that, or we can also do this one. It's easy. Here, can do this. Oops. Like this. And move here. Okay, so of here, and we have this. So next we have to look at this gold takes. And then in order to get the next check in, there's going to be this rook sack here. And then we have to draw the king up so that when the knight takes it, it's going to be with check. So the logical move would be something like this. Wonder, at some point we're going to be able to clear this by pushing the pawn like that. So that's going to be working in our favor in terms of checkmating resources. So you always have to keep that in the back of your mind. If here, let's see, check. Okay, up, and we have this check. So must interpose. The checks might have run out. Yeah, this one, it's run out. Okay, doesn't work. Have to be a little bit more careful. Okay. Alright, somehow this rook check looks kind of thin, but since it's a forced move, we have to look at it anyway. Check up. Yeah, this also looks like it fails. Okay, like that. No way to continue checks. Okay. Oh, what about this first? Up. Ah, what about that? Huh? Here. Wow, this thing almost. Maybe not quite. Yeah. Check. Check. Oh, it's too bad. A gold sack where? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I guess he just escapes. Check over. Check K. Yeah. Nothing there. Unfortunately, there's not enough time to push here because this is in the way. It somehow looks like there's something there, but you know. Yeah, it's too bad. You know, if you just had one more piece in hand. Well, you can't allow that to happen, so gotta interpose, probably with a lance. Whoa. Oh. Wow. Okay, so he did get mated. Wow. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I guess that works. This works. Or does it? Yeah. See, there's... Yeah, that works with the silver too. Okay. Well, that was cool. There's that. So after this silver drop, if the king runs here, how do we continue? What I want to do is drop the rook here. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be an easy mate. Here. And if back, then there's a gold drop. That would be simple. Okay, I think you can, oh, have to be a little careful. But there's still, imagine this still should work. Okay, here it takes this way. Gold drop. There's that. Yeah, there's going to be that regardless. If king up, and we have this with check. So this should be an easy. Yeah, so there's like that. This is going to be also easy. I could do it this way. Yeah, simple. So we have to look at what happens when you interpose it like this. It's going to be that. Very easy. What else? Yeah, I think it appears that this move will checkmate. Huh, kind of interesting. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay, let's look at what happened in the rest of the game. Oh, yikes. Check. I don't know. Can you find something better? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there might be an immediate mate. Yeah, did you find what you can do? Intuitively, I want to say that there's a Tsumi, but we have to back it up by some calculation. Well, I apologize about that. I accidentally hit refresh, and that thing came up even though I tried to mute it. But anyway, getting back to this. Yeah, what what do you see? Because yeah, he looks like he should be able to do sokuzume. Yeah, so must take. It looks like a promising start. Silver on the head, like this. Okay, also must take. Then probably this, right? King must come up this way. Then we have this knight drop. Yeah. So that here, check. Good. That's mate. See how this thing ended? Check, check. Well, I wouldn't say that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? This? No. Yeah, this is simple. I'm curious, what would you have done if you had done this? Yeah, he helped you out. Even here, is this check here? Always look at the forcing moves. Extremely, extremely important. Can turn a win into a loss into a win. Well, that's at this point it's really besides all of that. Right now it's all about endgame. did that. I suppose you could just take this way. This is a threat, right? Check. King goes like this. Huh. Okay. Is there a different move? Check, check, check. Nope. Nothing else than simply that. Yeah. So we name this one. Yeah, did you have any other questions about this game? That's kind of interesting. No? Okay. So I know we look mostly in the end game, looking at all these Tsume and Yose variations. That's really what I hope the focus of your study is, because you know, a lot of the stuff that happened in the opening and the middle game, I mean, you know, there's certain mistakes here and there, but I think if you look at the end game mistakes and the swings that the game took because of that, those are far more serious than any of the stuff that happened in the opening. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's it for this game. Uh, Thank you to all the viewers who watched this. Uh, if you haven't already, please hit the follow button and also uh, join my YouTube channel and subscribe. Uh, we are a very small community that's trying to grow, so word of mouth is very important. So if you like this stream, please tell your friends about it. And if you'd like to support the stream, you can contact me at alexi2539@gmail.com. Thank you for joining us today. Take care. Bye.